Good morning. Now, this verse that we have today from Acts 20:20, interesting number, is a fascinating one, but it comes in a speech that Paul gives to the elders of Ephesus, and he's summoned them to come and see him because he's desperately trying to get to Jerusalem in time for Pentecost, but he wants to speak to the Ephesian leaders and elders. And the reason he's doing that is he wants to give them a farewell speech, and that's what this is part of. And here's what he says anyway. He says, "You know that I have not hesitated to preach anything that would be helpful to you, but have taught you publicly and from house to house." Now, those of you who know, I'm going to be leaving Christ the King in May. And so reading these words as part of a farewell speech is a little bit challenging for me. And as I first saw them, I was thinking, oh, am I able to say that? You know, would I be able to say when I go, you know that I have not hesitated to preach anything that would be helpful, and, I've gone from house to house, and that's a bit challenging. Have I not hesitated to speak anything that would be helpful? And of course, sometimes those helpful things can be challenges as well as something that's easy to hear. Have I done that? Well, of course, here Paul is speaking as a church leader, as someone who is encouraging church growth, who's encouraging new worshipping communities and all of those things. And that is what I'm going on to do partly in my new role. But will I be able to say those words when I go? And will any of us be able to say this? You know, this is a challenge for all of us, isn't it? Are we able to speak without hesitation those things that are important for people to hear? I wonder whether that's a challenge for us today. How might you be speaking something that is good for someone to hear today? And of course, we're reminded elsewhere in Scripture that we always do that in love and grace. So let's not be afraid today to preach what people need to hear. But let's do it with love. Let's do it with grace. Bless you.